A very good morning to one and all gathered here. Let us discuss about GSM architecture. GSM. The global system for mobile communication is one of the most popular mobile communication standard. GSM is a second generation communication standard. GSM communication uses cellular network. There are three types of services in GSM communication networking. That is number one teleservice, number two supplementary service, number three bearer service. Okay, let us see about the GSM and its subsystem that are all divided into three subsystems. That is number one radio subsystem, number two network and switching subsystem, number three operation and support subsystem. GSM network architecture is displayed below here and its functionalities. That is simplified view of GSM architecture is displayed here. The interface that are all used in the GSM are displayed. Let us see about their components. Mobile station. It is the mobile device or phone. MS connects to the GSM network. MS consists of the mobile terminal. Generally, the MS consists of two parts. Number one, mobile equipment. Number two, subscriber identity model. Mobile station and its diagram are displayed here. SIM card and its functionality and its permanent, how the data stored here or display in this session, in this diagram. Subscriber identification, that's nature, format, meaning and its number digit are displayed here. Mobile identification diagram is displayed below for your reference. Trends in mobile station are displayed here. Mobile equipment. ME is only part of the GSM network which the subscriber will really see. Generally, there are three main types of ME. Number one, vehicle mounted. Number two, portable mobile unit. Number three, hand portable unit. A SIM, subscriber identity model. SIM is a card which plugs into the ME. This card identifies the MS subscriber and also provides other information regarding the service that subscriber should receive. The SIM card and the high degree of inbuilt system security provides protection of the subscriber's information and protection of networks against fraudulent access. The SIM can be protected by the use of the personal identity number that is password, similar to the bank or credit card, to prevent unauthorized use of the card. SIM card are designed to be difficult to duplicate. The SIM contains several pieces of information. Number one, IMSI, number two, TMSI, number three, LAT, number four, KI, number five, MSISDN. The SIM is capable of storing additional information. The SIM also executes the authentication algorithm. The subscriber identity model in full size and mini size are displayed for your reference. BSS. BSS architecture are described here. Base station controller, that is BSC. BSC provides the control for the BSS. Any operational information required by the BTS will be received via the BSC. Likewise, any information required about the BTS will be obtained by the BSC. The BSC incorporates a digital switching matrix which it used to connect the radio channels on the air interface with the terrestrial circuit from the MSC. The BSC switching matrix also allows the BSC to perform handover between radio channels on the BTS under its control without involving them. BSC general architecture and its function are displayed here. BTS. The BTS provide the air interface connection with the MS. It also has a limited amount of control functionality which reduces the amount of traffic passing between the BTS and the BSC. Where the BSC and BTS are both shown to control a function, the control is divided in between the two or may be located at wholly at one. BTS general architecture and function are displayed here. BSS configuration. The maximum number of BTS which may be controlled by one MSC is not specified by GSM. The BTS and BSC may either be located at the same cell site, co-located, or located in different site remote. Another BSS configuration is the daisy chain, problem transmission through the classes, through the chain. BSS configuration is displayed here. Transcoder. The 64 kilobit per second PCM circuit from the MSC, if it is transmitted on the air interface without modification, would occupy an excessive amount of radio bandwidth. The transcoder is to convert the speech or data output from the MSC into the form suitable for transmission over the air interface. The required bandwidth is therefore reduced by processing the 64 kilobit per second circuit, so that the amount of information required to transmit digitized voice falls to a gross rate of 16 kilobits per second. The transcoding function may be located at the MSC, BSC or BTS. The content of the 16 kilobits per second data depending on the coding algorithm used. There are two speech coding algorithm available. The full rate speech algorithm is supported by all the mobiles and the network. It produces 13 kilobits per second of coded speech data pulse, 3 kilobits per second of control data known as TRAU data. The TRAU only used by the BTS and discarded. Its diagram are displayed below. NSS. The NSS architecture are displayed here. NSS, the networking switching system, include the main switching functions of the GSM network. It also contains the database required for the subscriber data and mobility management. The components of NSS are displayed here as MSC, HLR, VLR, EAR, AUC, IWF and EC. MSC is the heart of MSC is the heart of the system controlling the switching and billing. MSC can carry out different functions depending upon its position in the network. When provides interface between the PSTN and BSS in the GSM network, then known as the gateway of MSC. It provides service to the MS located within a defined geographic coverage area. The network typically contains more than one MSC. One MSC is capable of supporting a regional capital with approximately 1 million inhabitants. MSC functionalities: call processing, operation and maintenance support, interworking, billing. HLR and its diagram are displayed for your reference. HLR and its diagram are displayed here. VLR is a temporary database for all users currently located in the system, including roamers and non-roamers. The data exists for only as long as the subscriber is active in the particular area covered by the VLR. The VLR database will therefore contain some duplicate data as well as more precise data relevant to the subscriber. This function eliminates the need for the expressive and the time-consuming reference to the home HLR database. VLR database and its additional data are listed here: mobile station, local area identity, temporary mobile subscriber identity, mobile station roaming number. MSC update VLR and HLR information. Each MSC has VLR which resides with the MSC, and each GMSC has a HLR which usually resides with the GMSC. EAR and its diagram are displayed here. EAR contains a centralized database for validating the IMEI. This database is concerned solely with the MS equipment and not with the subscriber who is using it to make or receive a call. The EAR database consists of the list of IMEIs organized as number 1 white list, number 2 black list, number 3 grey list. EAR and its components are displayed. AUC and its working model are displayed for your reference. AUC is a processor system that performs the authentication function. It is normally co-located with the HLR as it will be required to continuously access and update as necessary the system subscriber records. The authentication process will usually take place each time the subscriber initializes on. Interworking function are displayed here. IWF provides the function to enable the GSM system to interface with the various forms of public and private network. The basic features of IWF are data rate adaptation, protocol conversion. Interworking function, IWF also incorporates a modem bank which may be used, for example, the GSM data terminal equipment exchange the data with the LAN DTE connected via analog modem. Echo chancellor and its diagram is defined for your reference. Echo chancellor AEC is used on the PSTN side of the MSC for all the voice circuit. Echo control is required at the switch because the inherent GSM system can cause an acceptable echo condition. Its echo chancellor diagram is displayed here. During a normal PSTN LAN to LAN call, no echo is apparent because the delay is too short. Without ESC, the effect would be very irritating to the MS subscriber, disrupting speech and concentration. ESC provide cancellation of up to 68 ms on the null circuit. In the tail circuit, in the connection between the output of the EC and in the hand telephone. OSS provide the capability to manage the GSM network remotely. Generally it is defined as two parts, NMC and OMC. NMC and its functionality are displayed here. OMC provide a central point from which to control and monitor the other network entities. It also monitor the quality of service being provided by the network. Generally there are two types of the OMC, OMC-R and OMC-S. OSS diagram is displayed for your reference. OMC should support the following: number 1, event or alarm management, fault management; number 3, performance management; number 4, configuration management; number 5, security management. Network that are used in reality or displayed here. In reality, a GSM network is much more complicated than we have seen. Generally, in reality, where are all the places where we are using the GSM network are displayed here. Thank you one and all.